All right, guys, we got this mic thing figured out. Perfect. Air filter. Got it. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. We're here. Callahan. Probably mentioned it. If I bored you on the tires, this is what we were getting the tires ready for. We're ready to rock and roll. It's the 13th Annual Garland Memorial up here at Callahan. Also, Velocita. I think stop number 3 or 4. They're all kind of melting together at this point, but we got a beautiful day. We had a lot of water last night. Not a lot, but we had about an hour worth of pretty good rain. We set the trailer up, went local, stayed the night, got a good night's sleep. A little slower start this morning. They're doing an award service for last year, so kind of a easier morning per se. I don't know what that actually means. I still got to get up and register. That's what they're yapping about now. All the carts are set up, ready to go. We got the gearing right. We got the oil change. Got all that done beforehand. Golf carts charged. Phillips on the way. And I got to check in tires. So let's get ourselves ready for a day. We're hoping to make the big race. It's a 50 lapper here at the end. And that's our goal, as always. Let's get to work. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, we're still working with the new and improved mic. They just, not say just, but this morning they turned the track, so didn't look like they cut into it too deep. Obviously you can see where the sand's been brought up on the outer groove, but I got faith they'll run it in pretty good. They're going to let it dry up just a hair, get the sun on it before they get that tire machine on it. They always do a really good job here, so not a doubt in my mind we'll get a pretty good racetrack as the day rolls on, especially with all the sun we got on schedule. So we are locked and loaded. We got all the tires checked up. You know, talked about we get our inventory, where we're at. Got a couple different preps rolling. They turned the track, mentioned that. So a little moisture. So I got 2 sets with a little bit of night bite in it. See if we can fire off a little earlier this morning. Got her sets, trying to get them softened up a little bit. We were a little behind getting her set up and ready. We got the go-karts all dialed in. Got the new GoPro mount. We're testing it this weekend. I've got enough to make a few. I went a little shorter, so that's why I want to test it as well. As you guys can see, I got these water jetted, and then I kind of cleaned them up for a nice finished look. See how it mounts on there. So we'll see how it does with the fairing. We got Team IMG. We'll get to that later. Appreciate the support there. Alright, as mentioned, camera's sitting a little lower, but it ain't too shabby. Let's see what we got out there on the track. Just gives me a little more room here for the leg, gives everyone a little more room, or hand room, easier to get your foot in, so on and so forth. And yeah, obviously being lower, less material, so we should have a little less vibration. He's playing over here, he can't see anything. The idea is not to have anybody in front of us, it's to have people behind us. They only give us 3 laps, man. Crap, we didn't even get any heat in the tires. Those are the new sets we just rolled. Wanted to get a good run on them, so hit them with a little night bite since they had all that rain yesterday. Not gonna try to kill them or anything, just try to get into the track and create a little friction, get a little heat for this next round that we're heading out in. I think we're headed back out in that cart again for you guys. 2 things though, like I said, let me know. You can tell the mic change, right? Because we just changed the mic to the camera, and then the GoPro mount. Too high, too low, the little better spot. We're gonna lose a little visibility. I'm also gonna change the settings right now while I'm still thinking about it to wide, because I want to try to get a little better vision. Yo. between that last round of practice, we got one session left. We did all KArt here, so that's up in 2 right now. We were looking real good. Went to turn you guys on and didn't tighten the nut, so you didn't get to see the last practice, but we were moving. Got screwed a little bit there. Obviously you guys didn't see it. There was a caution. I was the first KArt up. They opened the gate, he let me out, and I realized there was already KARts out there, and I got about 5 or 6 laps. But we cracked off a 13.1, which, I mean, if we're looking at when I was here with the Vega, that's fast time. So that's half a second faster when we were with the Vegas, and we're doing something right. So gonna get those cleaned up, keep the party rolling. We're rolling into our favorite time of the day, which is qualifying. We're where we want to be. We know what tire we want, know what gear we want, so let's just keep at it, keep rolling. Ooh, we got some fast KARts, so I'm not completely there, but I got, like I said, I got messed up on running, so 21st, but we got a fast KArt, so 21st out of a lot of go-karts. 75 go-karts, we're 21st. We're heading out. The first one's KArt. Not much we can do with these whites. These are the actual original whites we've been on all season long, so just been taking care of them, rotating them. Got to probably flip them after qualifying here today, just to get what we need out of them, because the track's turning to be pretty quick. We knew it would. You know, just nice overcast, a little bit of sun. The moisture's about gone. We've got close to the right formula. We're gonna make a little bit of an air pressure adjustment. We're gonna come up PSI just a little bit, see what we can get away with. We're gonna have to make a gearing change on the clutch, because we have, we've worked past the ability of our front driver for what we have for rear gear. So we're gonna stay at the same numbers as far as where we're at, and just kind of see if we can get a little better showing here in qualifying. So I'm yapping, talking. I feel like I did enough talking to you guys about tires, so let's go race. Out Masters. What do you guys think of the wide view that I got going on right now? Obviously we're flipping it back and forth. Also, on the white KArt, remember, it's a little lower, so let me know. Just tell me in the comment section or message me, whatever. Obviously I'll probably have a pretty good feedback when I'm watching it, but it's all right. We're moving right direction. We're on track. I told you what we're doing, going up a little bit of air. Grace is killing it. She qualified 5th out of, I think there's 14 rookies, so she's doing good. We're doing our thing. Let's go out there at Masters and see where we're at. We lost it a little bit. I think it showed some signs of it in the crate. Front where I was pushing, and then that last time out in the Masters was a little while ago. Just weren't into the track like we were prior to, so did not qualify very well there. No surprise, right? Changing up just a little bit, kind of seeing what's going on. We got a little bit of a break. We're heading right back out in the Pro Masters. Then we got KArt to follow, and then we're going to gear up for the Pro Heavy, which the heavy guys are about to head up now, so I'm going to get up there, see what they got going on, see who's got speed, see if I can figure out the way the track's trending. Probably most of the moisture rolled out. They went out there in between the last practice and qualifying with a big roller, and it kind of pushed the rest of that moisture up, which is nice, knocked down the bumps, but changed the track for us just a little bit, and it's kind of where we've seen that little bit of a fall off. Let's there's 15 KARts. I think we're 13th in the Masters, so let's see if we can do a little better in the Pro Masters. I know there's at least, I think it was 16, there's at least 15, so we got the KART minimum, 500 to win. So if we can find that speed we had earlier, we should be right back there, that top 5 group, and so on and so forth. We were going to make a big gearing change, I think I mentioned that, but with the way the tires went, I did not. So if anything were to happen, at least we can kind of save it with a taller gear. Yep. feel like we got our feet back underneath us. Made that gearing change we were talking about earlier. So we're gonna get down in the 12.4s and 5s where we need to be from that 12.9 that we just ran. That's what it's gonna take. So hopefully we can get her to stick. We just got a little more into the tire and the direction that we were headed right before we went out that last time in this cart. Great. Cart feels great. Not gonna touch anything. We're bottomed out on a gear, obviously. I was probably pedaling just a little bit there, 1 and 2, just to make sure we made it through. I think I can hold it all the way through. I did on that 3rd lap there. Didn't have the GoPro on. It was like the back-to-back classes, so my apologies. But we're starting 3rd in both of those. They were like 15th in Masters, and I think we're like 10th or 11th in the Pro Masters. But let's go see if we can make this big show. That's the goal. And you know, we're trending back in the right direction a little earlier than we were last time we tried to make one of these Johnnies. So. We are currently waiting, but God, it's crazy. We picked up 3/10, and I'm screen watching here. Currently 21st, so we ran at 12.6. This track is fast. Big jump from me to the next group. It's 12.8, but basically 12.6. Fastest time, Shay just knocked him out of the park with a 12.1, 12.2, 12.3. But once we get to 3, basically it's 7th to 21st, which is me, is 6.5 to basically, God, let's come on. We're in the Beeman, baby. It is what it is. It's gonna make for some good content, right? They actually took the top 25, not the top 20. We ended up 28th, so we are starting 3rd. Top 5 make it. Got some pretty good names. We got Chad Cunningham. He'll be leading the way. Andrew Ort, racing him a lot. He's been racing good, younger kid. Myself, we got Eddie Algar, Fast Eddie, and then Thomas Tatum. So that's top 5 there. We need to make it stay the top 5. There's also, you know, I think there's 15, 16, 17, 18 carts in this thing, and they're all trying to get up to where we're at up front. So I got the rear GoPro on. We're the first race. Gonna make some good content. Grace is doing real well. We said it earlier. Hot pink on fleek. Let's go have some fun and turn some laps. You know how we do when we get out there with the green flag longer than qualifying. So thought that 12.6 would do it. Just not enough.
Yes, Thomas Tatum. Excuse me, starting 4th out of South Daytona, Florida, Eddie Algar. And 3rd is Nick Bishop. Starting 2nd out of Vero Beach, Florida, is Andrew Ort. And starting on the pole for the coaching to get into the 13th Annual Garland Rowland Memorial with the 03 machine out of Albany, Georgia, Chad Cunningham.
made it. Hopefully the camera worked. It was kind of stalled out on me a little bit there. Just was real patient. You know, Andrew's our boy. So I definitely felt like we gave him a little bit of help. Got one peek back on the myself. I looked back one time, I had someone back there, but they said us top 4. We were pretty breakaway, so pretty excited to be starting in the rear of the field. But we made the main. We got a 50 lapper. We got some tires for it. We got everything else heading in the right direction, and we still got a long night of racing. So good way to start it off. We're in the main. It's at 10 o'clock. Let's go. Still only cracking off some 12.6s, so I don't know if we'll shave a half second, but track's gonna change a little bit, so maybe it'll come to us and we'll just keep riding. We got Masters. We're headed up now in the crate. Then we got a Masters, and then a Pro crate, or Pro Masters, a crate, Garland, who knows, long day. I'm swapping the camera over and losing my voice. Sun's going down, we're having fun. We made this show, let's go racing.
Did he? Yep. Go, Nick, go! Come on.
Got off track and GoPro's doing its thing again, so even though we're on the newest one, looks like we're fighting batteries again. We'll see what's going on, but just swapped the battery out, checked back, feel like we missed it. We got maybe a lap, so I know Mom got some racing there, a lot of fun. Trevor and I, man, that was some good clean racing. We led most of it. Unfortunately, we got just a little tight there. Seemed like he was good on one end, I was good on the other, but overall great race, clean racing. We lapped the field once or twice. Don't exactly know what's next. We're just kind of working on some tires. This Rowland is 50 laps, so we got a new set of tires for that, and we're hoping we can be on top, even though we're in the rear, stay on the lead lap as long as we can, make some passes and have some fun doing it. Hopefully the GoPro stays on, so we'll focus on that. Whoa, let's go. Keep riding. All right, guys, we're headed up for the 50 lapper. Obviously we're in the back, so let's see what we can do to hold on, get some speed underneath us and start chipping away. Just try to stay on that lead lap, get some spots. We get a break somewhere in the middle. I think it's 30 laps in. We get a quick caution lap, whatever it may be. Fuel is full, and they're calling us up. So starting towards the back, 28th, but let's go. I'm ready. I'm excited.
All righty, folks and women, fire up the motors and let's go.
the future coming at you again. About to drop the edit. We're at the fun part where I flipped the go-kart and we hit 7,400 RPMs for a matter of 3 seconds, which means I might need a new motor. Who knows? But I'm here to tell you I got a new t-shirt, and if you buy a t-shirt, it'll help get me a new motor if that's what I need. Who knows? We'll find out next weekend. Back to the content. How was that for content, baby? you know, being in the back, you just try to be patient and hold on and, you know, weasel your way through that monstrosity of a field. And we did that for a little while. I guess one time I could have dove in front of a Nick Mullen there and inside, but I guess somebody had an idea, threw me there and caused the first one. I thought we were done there, but just so happened I got a caution and got back in it and drove and had some fun. Found myself in a couple of hairy spots, but you know, I felt like the go-kart was fast enough to at least try to finish on the lead lap. But we got the blue, yellow, we did what we're supposed to, we pulled off. We probably made it, you know, 70%, 80% of the race. We made the race, that was big. As you guys seen in the last video, all the work really is at the shop. You know, we come out here and bust our ass all day, but we've been busting our ass for 2 weeks to do it today. Great day, great video. Hopefully it's gonna probably be a great video. Hopefully it's a great video. It's probably all over the place. The rear GoPro mount in that last master, somebody wheel op came over the back and it's in pieces on the track. So hopefully we can cover some parts, get that SD card out of there and have some footage. If not, that's a big bummer because obviously the Memorial race was on there and I'm sure that was a blast to watch. God, I seen Derek Coker do like 6 360s in front of me, so that's gonna be good if we got that. Yeah, I'm talking way too much in the last couple of videos. Gotta get back to the simple things in life, which is racing, turning left, and doing what we love, which is go-kart racing. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all the love. I promise I got 2 new sets of t-shirts. I got this one in a reprint, and then I got another cool one on the way. It's kind of in the art. We're gonna get my KArt and Jasper from the Kimball, blah, 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 blah. You'll see that real soon. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I feel like I just said that. I'm exhausted. It's after 1 o'clock. We got a 3-hour drive home. Peace.